Good morning. How's everybody doing? It is Sunday morning, the day of the lunar eclipse, and I just wanted to do a little short reading. And so I was thinking that with this being we seem to have a fly problem here. It's just that time of year in California. So I wanted to do a little reading for the star seeds because it feels like with the shifting and changing energies that are going on, it feels like there's something about the star seeds to me. Okay? And so I just shuffled the deck and I called in the angels, I called in the ancestors, I called in passed on loved ones, guides, I called in mine, and I called in any others that want to get a message to you that's one of yours specifically. So if any of these cards resonate, it might be one of your ancestors. I do think there's some star ancestors that have tuned in. Okay, that could be any one of the ones that you resonate with. There's Lemurian, there's the Pleiadians, there's all these different ones, right? So if you resonate with one of those, and what they do, if you've researched them and you feel like they have a message for you, then it'll be yours now, okay? But otherwise than that, if it doesn't feel like it's you, don't try to force it to fit, okay? If it resonates, it's yours now, right? So the first thing I wanted to point out was the major card for the overall reading. We've got the lunar eclipse. See the energy with the blood moon colors right here? So I feel like this is what's starting to shine down and combine with the energies that are coming from up above, from the upper chakras, from the upper universe coming in. And this card says star bathing, light body. Guys, I'm channeling already. Crystal grid transmission activation. So this blood moon is going to activate some of you, and from what I understand, because I don't study astrology too much, I do read from my book, but from what I'm understanding, that there is the lunar eclipses can last up to a whole month after. Okay, I think a few weeks before and after, or maybe a month before, during, and after. I'm not sure how quite that works. You'd have to look that up. But this is the lunar eclipse, and then all this stuff coming in and coming together. Okay, this also could be some of your star ancestors, because we do have that card down here, the Star Keeper. So, which looks to me like they're coming in on the astral realm to give you messages or guide you in some sort of way. Okay, so take that however that, and then you got all the psychic energy down here. But this also feels like, it kind of feels like flash bulbs from a camera, like a lot of aha moments, signs and especially synchronicities where something happens where you're out and about and you either feel a connection to someone, you feel a connection to something going on, you hear something and it resonates, okay? Or you're doing a prayer or a meditation and you remember something, okay? So it just feels like there's this slowly building of this energy coming up but with this blood moon. All right, so the first thing they want to tell you is trust that the wave that you came in on, and time is not running out. And here's that pink energy again, that open heart chakra, and this feels like people being called and being gathered towards this energy that's coming up. So if you're resonating with being a starseed, or even if you're resonating with being a light worker, it feels like people are being called to specific places, to different, like it feels like light workers and star seeds being called with purpose to their path, if that makes sense, right? It does make sense. And heightened intuition, because the next card we have is Child of the Cosmos. And I keep hearing this one even for myself in my personal readings. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, Child of the Cosmos. So this feels like quite a few of you are having your higher self respond to this calling and your physical body following suit. Okay, I do want to say that I'm going to start doing a little grounding exercise class to offer the members. I'm going to do a couple of videos on that. Later on today, I'm going to do the holy water and the protection powder, and it's just going to be a short thing for the members. So, and the members for the torchbearers is only, guys, it's $4.99 a month, okay, to get whatever I've got going on there, and it's getting ready to start growing some more, okay? But this feels like these people being called and just knowing where they're going, okay, and being activated in some sort of way. And we keep, like, you may get a sudden urge to go somewhere, to look something up, to do something. You might suddenly feel like somebody's talking to you, or having some kind of telepathic communication with other people, okay? So we've got double mission, and we've got light worker and starseed. Serve the world by being you, double mission. So this feels like some of you are really getting awakened up to these upper energies, these upper chakras, okay? And being able to make sense, or even getting messages from up above. Like, it feels like the crown chakra opening up, and these messages all coming in and giving you guidance where you didn't have any before, okay? So, and this also kind of has an energy of, maybe also some of the planets that are doing different things in the sky. Maybe even getting some prayers answered. And I'm also seeing this little spiral right here that feels like some of us are being pulled within to get more messages. So you might find yourself called to do deeper guided meditations or something like that, okay? And start getting messages that way, okay? And then we've got this, this to me is now my telepathy card. So you are not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. This feels like somebody in meditation actually getting some kind of telepathic communication from other people that might be meditating at the same time, or maybe some soul connections. This feels like some of y'all, your higher selves and your soul, or your however you view your higher self, right? Some people consider it higher self. Some people look at it as what's that term that Sam uses? Just the you, that the part of you that survives after death, okay? But this feels like even maybe reaching out. Maybe there's a group that you have that y'all decide to see if y'all can actually send messages to each other, and y'all meditate at the same time, and you actually hear words or voices when you're doing your meditation. And then y'all come out of your meditation, you write down your notes, right? Or you write notes while you're meditating in between, and then y'all compare notes and realize some of you picked up the same message, or, wow, I picked up this, who said this? Oh, I said that. I was thinking that, and it just feels like a group of y'all that are starting to telepathically communicate, okay? See the electrical going between here? Okay? So, on some kind of, and also this also feels in between the realms. They've started sending me messages again of in between the realms. Some of you might actually be traveling in between the realms without realizing, and you're coming back with information. You're feeling called to go somewhere. You're being, even maybe picking up other people's energy, okay? And then we've got my spirit candle going on. I always got to make sure that my cards don't catch on fire. So then we also have the cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life moving prayer. Again, this feels like that light worker energy of people connecting in some kind of in between the realms. Okay? Then it also feels like there's some star energy here, some star ancestors. Okay? You might have the Arcturians coming in. So see this blue energy back here? Okay? Or you might have it just feels like this higher octave energy where you're really sensing that you're in the 5D and living through the 5D, and you're focusing on your spirituality. You're not focusing on the everyday to-day trauma and drama of other people, your job. It just feels like when you meditate, you're going into this other realm, and you're just getting all this information, all these downloads. Like me, every time I go to sleep and wake up, I feel like I've gotten some more information. And then when I start doing my readings, it feels like that information comes out. Okay, so this has been feeling like in between the realms, higher octaves of energy, telepathic communications. I felt like I had something telepathic come through the other day between me and somebody, and I couldn't go ask them about it, and I have no communication with them, so I couldn't even find out if that's how we were communicating, but I was picking up some energy from that. Okay, so then that's what's behind the scenes. That's what you're on the subconscious level, on the higher self level. Now, in the actual level, you might start finding out that you're getting some soul growth, study, higher learning, life lessons. So you might actually feel called to study something new. Okay, maybe you decide, well, gee, I think I got a telepathic message. Well, let me go look up telepathic and see what all that's about. Maybe you find something online that you want to join. And there's something that gets activated with this soul growth that you decide you want to go learn more about it. Okay, I know there's a couple of things I'm wanting to go look up and learn. all right, including dance, which I know doesn't have nothing, but you can do dance. And anyway, so that was just one of the things I was wanting to do. And I'm also wanting to study a little bit more about this telepathic energy. So maybe some of y'all are picking up some of that energy where you're just like, I'm going to go look this up. So you're learning something, okay? And then it feels like we've got the Star Keeper here. Cosmic Ancestor, see the light, staying grounded, okay? So this feels like some of you in between the realms getting information from maybe your soul tribe, or maybe your, like I said, if you identify with the Arcturians or the Lemurians or the Pleiadians, getting this, you know, feeling like that you're connected to them. This feels like one of them picking you, or you picking one of them, or you hear a special name or something in meditation, and maybe they start talking to you or sending you little symbols, okay? Maybe you start picking up, ooh, wow, really? Okay, so they just said, the angels just said other languages. You might start picking up words that you find out don't even mean anything in the English language, or whatever language you speak, okay? You might start picking up a language by them. So they're saying keep a journal, keep notes, because somebody's going to start getting some kind of language they don't understand. However, write it down, however it sounds or whatever, and somebody's going to pick up some kind of new language they don't know what it is. And it's going to have your starseed energy. Wow, that's really cool. Also, okay, so, okay, well, that's different than what I was going to, so the energy just shifted. So they were giving me a certain message with this about the being in the 3D versus the 5D, but yet some of you have this ancestor that's talking to you, and you're actually getting little flashes of a past life from eons ago where you were connected to this race of people, and that's why you're picking up the language. You're remembering where you come from, who you are, but it's not like coming in real clear. You're just getting little snippets, and it's going to take time for you to unpack it all. It's like sitting by this little pool and meditating or imagining this little place where you go, and the starseed energy comes up out of this. It actually kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Like it comes, see the little white light there, right there? Like this energy, maybe you even see this. Oh, wow. You see it in the water. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So like you're in your meditation and you're imagining, maybe you have a bowl of water and you fix it in your mind and you start saying, and you see this ancestor come through the water. Guys, does that make sense? You look down and you're seeing this ancestor in the water. Holy shit. Okay, because this is like you're here and you look down and you're seeing, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see that? Wow. So this is why you start picking up bits and pieces of this language. It's like a doorway opens. Whoa. Oh my God, I'm shaking so hard because I'm channeling, guys. I'm trying not to shake. Somebody's getting messages, or maybe that's even you sitting. Do you see? Somebody's picking up languages and picking up symbols, signs, synchronicities from the star ancestor by meditating in your mind's eye on this special colored water or something like that. Wow. Oh my gosh. I've never gotten that message before, guys. No, I think once a long time ago. Okay? So it's like looking, maybe it's even, some of you are even looking in a pool of water and it looks like you're looking in a mirror, or maybe this is even you seeing what you looked like in another lifetime. Okay? But you're getting messages. Okay? Maybe that's what you're doing here too, is you're also connecting with this energy of yourself from, and it's coming in telepathically. Okay? Take that how that resonates, guys, because that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Wow. They're also showing you that you... Okay. Okay. So they're saying, so this is you. Imagine when you see this ancestor, you're seeing yourself from this other life, this starseed energy, because that's the earth. And it's starting to happen on the earth, and you're figuring out what your mission is and why you were sent to earth, or why you chose to come to earth. And so you're seeing your double mission. Holy shit. Oh my God, I've never gotten a message like that before. You're starting to see your double mission. Wow, guys, that's fucking huge. See, you're remembering this past life. Wow. And it's actually showing up in your reality. So it might be Mintakan energy. Oh my gosh, let me see. Okay, I can't read the time print. The Seas of Mintaka. This might be Mintakan energy. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So this is you being in this realm and getting this information of why you're on Earth. See, she's in this water and she's connecting it to why she came back. Or he, she, whatever. The sex doesn't matter. There's no sex in tarot. Okay, so you're seeing this. Okay, so somebody's remembering of why they were sent here or why they moved here, came here in this lifetime. All right, so guys, that's what I have for you this morning. And then you're making that your devotion. See, there's that blue energy again. Wow, that's fucking cool. That is fucking cool. You are remembering who you are and what you're here for. For someone that's a starseed, that connects with starseed energy somehow, and your cosmic ancestors are with you, and they're giving you messages, or you're connecting with who you used to be and figuring it out, okay? And you're seeing it in your 3D, in the 3D, but it's 5D energy. Does that make sense? Wow, that is fucking huge. So, and that's what you're seeing. Wow. Whoa, that is really huge. Star bathing. Okay, so that really makes sense now. Light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. So that's what you're feeling. The place of power where you're at. Wow. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you. This was supposed to be just a little bitty. It's 16 minutes. So somebody here is definitely going through that. Definitely going through that. Definitely going through that. All right, guys, this was just a little quick read for y'all. Didn't turn out a little quick, did it? That is amazing. Yeah, somebody's remembering why they're here. I remember, soul plan, Vaded, it's happening. Yes, 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 yes. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. All right, guys, love and light. My name is Lana, and this is The Lighthouse.